opportunity for extra credit during distance learning. So, this instruction video will be attached to the assignment when it is published. And if you would like to follow along with this instruction video, that is what it's for. If you just want to watch this and then go and do it, you can do that as well. Or you can maybe try it on your own, and then when you're confused, come back and watch this instruction video. So, I would recommend either watching the video first or doing it, following along with the video. So, I've written out what you need to do in the following order to complete this lesson. So, the first thing we are going to do is we are going to play a what's known as a blind Kahoot challenge. So this is to see what you know before we do any additional learning for this lesson. So there's going to be questions that you don't understand or you might not know the answers to, and that's totally fine. It's about seeing what you know before we go into more advanced content. So if you click this link down here, it should bring you to this Kahoot challenge, virus enrichment study, blind Kahoot. Enter a nickname. Please put your first name, last initial, so I can give you credit for doing the Kahoot. And then you'll play on your own as we do in class. So if you're following along with this video, you can pause and do the Kahoot now. Okay, so the next step is to read virus characteristics. So this is a reading from CK12. If you click on this link here, it will open this page here, and this is a reading. It's pretty short, so you should be able to get through it. If you want to use these review questions to guide your reading, that might be helpful. Read them first, and then as you're reading them, you might want to take some notes, as we are going to be doing a model at the end of this lesson for some extra credit opportunity. It's also got some practice questions if you want to use those. And so if you're following along with this video, please pause and read virus characteristics now. Okay, so the next step is to watch a video from YouTube. Where do new viruses come from? This video talks about where a virus like COVID-19 comes from and how new viruses happen. So if you click this link, it will take you to YouTube. Go ahead and watch that video. Again, as you watch, it's about 10 minutes long. You might want to take some notes about where viruses come from. It is not an Edpuzzle, so it doesn't have embedded questions, but you could take some notes to use in your model at the end. So if you're following along with this video, you can pause and watch where do new viruses come from now. Coco is going to dig the couch. Next step is to read Mythbusters. So this is a series of infographics from the World Health Organization dispelling some of the conspiracy theories about how to treat COVID-19. And I put this in here because I think it's a really important piece of information to put out there. There's a lot of bad information being communicated about different ways to treat COVID-19. And it's really important because some of the suggested ways to treat COVID-19 yourself could be potentially dangerous and harmful to your health and your life. So these aren't terribly, there are quite a few, but you can scroll through and read and see if there's any ones that you either find interesting or maybe humorous, or maybe you think isn't that doesn't make sense. But again, I think this is really important because right now there is a lot of bad information being communicated about how to treat this virus that are not supported by science. So take a look at these infographics and make sure you are not doing anything that could potentially harm you. So pause and read those Mythbusters now. The next step is to read the innate immune response. So this is another link from the CK12 online textbook, and it talks about our immune system. This should introduce you to maybe parts of our immune system you didn't know about. So go ahead and read that. It also has a crash course video on our immune system. If you like those crash course videos, I know Hank Green, John Green's brother, talks a little fast. Yes, he is John Green's brother. But maybe you can slow it down and watch at your own pace. There's also those review questions again at the end of the reading, so those might be helpful to you when reading to make sure you're taking notes on what may be important in the text. So if you're following along, go ahead and pause and read innate immune system now. Okay. Next step is to watch how does your immune system work. So if you watch that crash course, you might already have a more in-depth idea about how our immune system works, but there is a second YouTube video down here. Let me move my face. So this how does your immune system from Emma Bryce and TEDx. So if you click on this link, it's a 5-minute video about how our immune system works. It's going to give you some more advanced terminology and vocabulary to use in your final models. So again, good thing to take notes as you're going through this and learning at your own pace. And if you will pause and watch, how does your immune system work now? The next step is the final thing that you will turn in for some extra credit opportunity, and that is to model how the body see, Mr. Bishop makes mistakes too. How the body responds to invaders such as COVID-19. Coco's gonna bark at the person outside. You can use GoFormative. So I have posted to a formative that if you want to do it online, you can do that. If you do not like the formative platform to draw and write your response, you are free to do it on paper on your own, and then you can take a photo of that piece of paper and submit it for your extra credit opportunity. I will also, I did not attach it before I started making this video, but let me see. I have a rubric. It will be attached for your model. It will be called Simple Model Rubric. I can't find it right now, but I will add it after I have completed this video. So now if you're following along, pause and complete your model. And once you've done that, go ahead and submit it to the Google Classroom. And congratulations, and thank you for doing some distance learning extra credit. Have a good day.